Particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
I...
Oh my
no,
God! Look at how cool he is.
Nothing special.
Look at that freaking outfit. It's so freaking awesome. Uh-huh.
Has anyone told you that Elizabeth was killed last night?
Yes. Rumors spread quickly.
He looks very put out.
It's horrible. How did it happen?
I can say nothing to you, sir. You'd better follow your host's instructions and stay in your quarters.
I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Alright. Which way are you walking? Thanks for that. I was going to follow him. Alright. Guess this is Elizabeth's room. What you got for me? What you got hidden for me? I need them clues. I need them. Oh, there she is. I found her. She's right there. I found her. She's just in the floor. Ooh, gross. Is that 4? 4. Give me 4. Give me 4 circles.
The half circle pattern.
Oh, that's... I have the key! Oh. Oh, well, there's a note. That's cool. I got some weird kind of
Tutored hand copy.
yellow sponge. Oh, it's an amber
Looks
fragment.
like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. Your writing is barely legible.
I don't have either of these. Oh, man. At least I got to keep it. If I get a level up in one of those later, then... Nice struggle.
Stopped at 354. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
That is so good, man. That is so good. Let's see if we can figure this out before it just straight tells us.
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. Can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
Why is it across the room, though? You sneaky son of a bitch! You just scared the crap out of me, sir!
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May.
I'm gonna talk to him last.
Better. And, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please, excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Why are there 2 apostrophes in Yule? I'll talk to you in a minute, sir.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
That could be a clue! Why are you taking... Why are you taking that?
The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
John Adams brand laudanum. That's like Devil's Breath or something. Devil's Thorn. What? I've been watching freaking Spider-Man stuff. Devil's Breath. Armalite water. I picked up something. Oh, it's a collector coin.
Book written in Elizabeth's handwriting.
Maybe you should read it.
A mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Yes! I knew it would come in handy!
Medieval Latin and Anglo-Norman. It is difficult to make sense of this jerky writing.
I knew that linguistics would come in handy.
He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son.
Uh-oh.
What tortured writing.
Uh-oh! Well, I'm glad that I can
June 11th.
read that to get rid of the evidence if I need to.
Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last, right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
I mean, this is gonna be a pretty messed up thought, but suicide is not off the table.
August 24th, 1792.
If you're determined enough, I'm pretty sure you could stab yourself 9
If
times.
there is any point in writing to you, I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you, but they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
August 24th. August 24th. Sarah, oh, I got this too. 1 point in erudition. I can equip 1 extra manuscript. Oh, that's freaking awesome. But hold up. Hold on. Forget about that. Can I see... What is the date? I wish to know the date. Oh, dang, man. I'm freaking... Found a lot of books today. Where's the... There's no date on that. Alright, so never mind. Bonaparte's gun!
Pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
And now you got your fingerprints all over it. Great! Contaminating the crime scene.
A tribute engraved on the barrel to the liberators of France.
It's Bonaparte's gun.
There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there.
Pistol whipped. Bashed in the back of the head. I don't know. Odin, come on.
It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and there's no traces of gunshot residue. I would conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
I'm 100% sure that that's Bonaparte's gun.
Its owner.
He was the one with the missing gun. It's his gun, alright? It's her knife. I don't want to touch it. You're not going to touch it, right?
The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh. The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand.
Female. I'm still gonna say it's Emma. Just right off the bat.
The handprint on the handle really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
Wow, I wasted the points on something that I had already deduced. God dang it, I keep doing that because I expect you to have more insight than this.
Knocked over a bottle of wine.
They're logging a minute? Seriously? Wait, what? Or consumed a noxious element. Alright. Well, I'm going to use
Disturbed me last night. Still
one of
just
those.
disgusting.
I'm not going to let myself be
I
intoxicated.
don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
Why was she drinking wine like that? Especially in a place this swanky, you know? There would be wine, like, all over the place. And why is there now a thing that I can look at in the ashes?
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Washington might have some pretty small hands. I haven't actually looked.
Poor girl bled to death.
Oh, that's the blood. I thought it was her that I was looking at.
Whoever left that
Thank
footprint
you.
has boats for feet.
It's
That's
fine.
At least a size 15.
It's
Where's
all
a size
right.
like that here?
Just
Peru?
calm down. Alright, hold on. I don't want... Oh, it's not the ashes, it's the clock. Alright. Last but not least, how do you bleed to death if you get stabbed 9 times? You just get lucky? Or the person who did it just get unlucky and, like, miss all vital spots that would just kill you quicker? Like, I'm pretty sure you don't bleed to death if you get stabbed in the heart, right? You just freaking die from it? I mean, not instantly, but you don't bleed to death from it, right? Well, I'm gonna examine everything,
Marks on
so...
the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
Bruising. I don't have science. Meaning of scarring. Oh, I do have psychology, though.
Scarring. Ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old cuts.
They're horizontal. They're not vertical down the arm, so they're probably self-inflicted, but not suicidal.
People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control.
Okay, so she's not suicidal.
Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means.
Yeah, tell me.
These are sacred
Tell me,
symbols
Louis.
intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what?
From the devil. Alright.
I
Upper
can't
body,
imagine
let's look at
there
these
are
stab wounds.
9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. At first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
But she bled to death, you said.
It looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth.
How is that precise, Louis? How can you stab the front of somebody unless... You know? Got her by the neck,
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. The scars are anything to go by.
Okay.
It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Okay, so she got leather stitched to her skin. That's great. Good for you, girl. Okay, we need to look at that head.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations.
They're old.
She bled from the nose.
Of course I'm gonna observe the bleed.
But I don't see any traces of bruising.
Wait, what? Choice already made. She bled from the nose. I knew that already. And I know that there was no bruise. God dang it, man.
What a strange smell.
Is it the laudanum? It's probably the laudanum.
Laudanum. Certain courtiers use it to get drunk. If taken in large quantities, it can provoke fits of madness.
I keep wasting these points because...
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol.
Okay, so the blood on the right hand is probably the perpetrator's.
No marks or bruising around the wrists. It doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force.
So she just took it?
Blood
She just let it happen?
Trace of blows on the legs.
But she would have had to have been held up for the blood to streak down her legs before she fell, right? You can't just bleed down your legs if you're not, like, standing. If you stab, 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 and then you're, like, on the ground.
More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
I'm going to. Tell me something that I haven't already said.
The blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was...
Son of a bitch!
This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated. Possibly held by someone or something.
Every goddamn time I come up with it, and then I spin the points, and he says exactly what I said. Alright, I did the arm, upper body, head, hands, legs. Alright.
Has Sam finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sam finished with this room?
No.
Give me a
I
second.
haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
Sir has only to tell me. Alright, I know that she wasn't suicidal. I know that much. She drank laudanum to get high, had her mad outbursts, Time of death was 3:34.
The
No,
clock stopped at
3:54.
If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Okay, 3:54. She was standing. Knife was held by someone with a small hand, possibly a woman. But the person standing behind her, holding her, was big. I'm looking at two murderers here. Or at least I'm assuming two murderers. George Washington and Emma. Those are my two main suspects right now.
Has finished with this room?
I know enough now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Those are my two main suspects.